Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Northern Ireland, and today I'd like to share with you a little fancy Matchbox style box. It's pretty easy to make, and it's using the envelope punch board, which is a great tool to have. So if you haven't got one, invest in one, because they're really handy for so many things. And today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little box. So let's get started. We're going to need, of course, our envelope punch board. This is not Stampin' Up. This is a different brand I've had for a few years now, but it's the exact same as the Stampin' Up one, so you know, you'll just get it. It'll just be grey here. That'll be the only difference. So you're going to need a 6 by 6 inch piece of fancy paper. I'm using this one. It has some kind of fruit on this side and spotty on the other side. And for the actual box, I'm going to go with black. So you need a piece of card, 3 3/4 inches by 6 3/4 inches. You'll need a wee liner for inside your drawer, and it'll be 2 3/8 by 3 6/8. And you'll also need 2 pieces of the matching DSP to decorate on top of the black. I'll give you all these measurements on the blog post, so you don't need to worry about trying to remember. You'll also need a wee piece of ribbon, and I'll be punching 2 circles and doing a bit of stamping as well. So let's get started. Right, I'm going to keep this side facing up because I want this to be my fancy side. So we'll start off, you line it up, you go push it into the slot, line it up to the 2 inch mark, punch it, and from there score that line. Now you need to turn it. This time we're going to line it up at the 3 inch mark. Punch and score. Turn it again and go back to the 2 inch mark. Punch and score. And turn it again and back to the 3 inch mark. Punch and score. Already punched that in case it didn't go through. Right, okay, so that's the outer lines done, so we need to do, or that's the inner lines done, so we need to do the outer lines for the sides of your box. So you have this line where you scored, you want to bring it along to this little arrow here and line it all up. So that should line you up there, and it should also line this up here. So you want to score again and punch it, and just turn and repeat this process the whole way around. Line it up with the inner line, line it up so your score line's there, slide it across and punch. Same again this side, keep lining it up with this, the inner line. Don't forget to move it to the inner line. Nearly did that wrong there. And the same again, round to here, line it up with your inner line, score it and punch. And that's your box more or less made. We just need to go to one of the narrow sides, just go to the first fold, fold it down, and then put that back into your machine again, and this outer crease line, line that up to 1 1/8, and that should give you the center here, and we can punch it, and that gives us our wee notch that you saw in the box here, a wee easy opening notch. So that's us. We're finished with the scoring board now. So now we'll score all the outer lines, right? So get your bone folder and just get a light wee score. And then there's an inner line, we'll score it. Just keep scoring all the way around. Now, we've one wee bit of cutting to do. Just go to your widest triangle there and just cut up to the first score line on both sides. And just turn and do the same again on this one. Now, that's you more or less ready to put it together. So we're going to use wet glue to put it together. which holds it the best way really. So we'll do this wee fold here. Get my wet glue, there it is. You want to put a wee bit of wet glue on the outside of this wee flap here. And you fold that over, and then you fold again. And that gives you your double fold. Do the same on the other side. Bit of wet glue. Not too much so you don't want it squeezing out on you. Fold that over and immediately fold your second fold. You can see now your sides are forming on your box. Now for each of these you want to put a bit of wet glue on the 4 wee corners. Now we're going to be folding this one in too, so we'll line these up and get your 4 corners as settled as you can get them, because it is wet glue and it tends to slide about. So do that on all 4 corners. Just make sure they're nice and neat. And then add a bit of wet glue to the outside of this flap. So you can't see that very well, but you'll see it in the next one. And you're going to fold that in. Make sure those corners are in nice and neat. Fold that down. Press it. Just make sure you crease that right in there along the edge. Or do the same to this side. You'll see this a bit better. Fold that one in and down. And that gives you your nice wee box with your wee fancy opening. Now that looks a wee bit messy because of the 2 types of, because the double-sided paper, you know, you're getting that. So that's where you use your wee paper liner. That should slap in there and just cover that nicely for you. Now that's that bit ready, so you need to do the cover now. So for the cover, I have my measurements on the other side. Get your scoring board. This is my wee baby one because I don't really need the top one. So first of all, you want to score at 1 1/4 inches. Two inches. 4 3/8. And 5 1/8. And that's your wee score lines done. So just take your time and fold those up. Give them a wee crease. Easy. So now we're going to be joining this together. Make sure you've scored those right. Not like me. You don't want any, you know, you want your edges nice and straight. So these bone folders are amazing. You want to get yourself one. So that's going to form your wee box. So rather than try and work that out, put your bottom in. Excuse me. Put your bottom in and fold it over, and then you'll know, right, everything is snug. So you want to add a nice wee line of wet glue along here. And just press that down. Again, make sure the edges are nicely lined. Now, that's that box more or less done. So you want to decorate the top of it now. So I have just cut the same sort of paper, matching paper, just to put on the top. So just add that with your glue again. If you have a tape runner, you can use that. I love the black and white. I think it really stands out nicely. Perfect for a wee gift for a meal as well. Now, I don't like seeing the join at the back, that's why I've cut another. You don't necessarily have to do it, and you don't actually notice the join as bad in the black, but I like to finish it all off. So just do the same again. Now we'll do a bit of stamping. We're just going to say thanks a bunch. So get yourself a wee bit of paper here. I'm going to use the black ink pad. This stamp is out of the Beautiful Bouquet stamp set, which is filled with lovely sentiments that are so good for cards and gift boxes, you know. So stamp that more or less in the middle. Oops, there you go. And then get your wee punch. I'm using the 1/3 inch scallop punch. And this is only a wee itsy piece of paper here, so line it up as best you can where you think it's nice. And leave that one. And then to get the match of it, I have a black and I'm using the 1/2 inch circle punch. Now, just get a few dimensionals and 3D that up just to raise it. And center it in the center of your circle. Now I added a wee bit of ribbon to the back of this, so you need a wee bit of sticky tape. And your best bet is just to cross it over like that and hold it up where you want it to stick together. You can always change this again later or cut the tags if it's too long, etc., you know. Just keep pulling it in till you get it where you want it. And again, put another dimension on the back of that just to hold it all in place. And decorate your box with it. Now, I'll just put it in the centre and then we can trim these wee bits off with my big giant scissors. There we have it. So quick, so easy, and that is really, I think it's a really nice box, you know, and I love the wee simple opening. I didn't come up with this myself. I seen this another demonstrator doing this, and I thought, oh, it's so lovely. I had to have a wee go. So there you go. I hope you have a wee go yourself. Remember to invest in one of those Stampin' Up punch boards or envelope punch board. You will use it a lot. It's a great machine to have. Right, thanks very much for dropping by. I'll have all the information you need in the link below to my blog, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll give me a thumbs up and hopefully become a subscriber. Thanks very much for sticking by me. See you later.